Don't let narcissistic people's sentimentality fool you. Some of the most abusive narcissistic people in your life are oftentimes the most sentimental people in your life as well. Sentimental meaning that they hold on to beliefs and old pictures and ideas and holidays and events as being so precious. Their sentimental value. And now you and I have been conditioned to believe that being sentimental is such a good thing. It's so charming and endearing, and it's so sweet, and it's so kind, and wow, what a good person to be so sentimental. There's a very dark side of sentimentality. There's a narcissistic side of sentimentality. And that side is that it's a complete objectification to where the relationship that a narcissistic person has or a narcissistic family has is with the sentimental value only, not with you. So when you think that they're sending you birthday cards because they care about you, when you think they want you at their holiday events because they care about you, no, think again. You can see how much they care about you by how they treat you each and every day. They're doing it because of the sentimental value, because they have objectified their sentimentality. And that's where their relationship is. We're going to take a deeper dive into the narcissistic person's sentimentality so you no longer have to live a life being confused by it. My name is Kevin. This is The Royal We. Now, before I do continue, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I do take telephone calls as well as video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. So if you're dealing with toxic family members or a spouse and you've been confused because they treat you horribly, but they're so sentimental, don't be confused any longer. Schedule some one-on-one time with me right now. Also, I have a coaching program. My coaching program is live and in person each and every day. Now, the Royal We coaching program operates out of a diary and a journal to help get you on the right path so that you can start to succeed in your own life. Now, I am bringing back Royal We Fellowship. For those of you who missed the fellowship of the Royal We, it's going to be exclusive with the Royal We coaching program. Each and every Tuesday night, we're going to explore the biblical context of narcissism together. And on Thursday nights, also exclusive to the Royal We coaching program, is going to be coaching insights. I'm going to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at what being a coach is all about to help you develop your coaching skills as well. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. Head on down to the description box to get started right now. Now, let's get into this topic of the sentimentality of narcissistic people. I would venture to say that narcissistic people are oftentimes the most sentimental people you will ever come across. After all, they don't really honor their relationships with people. So they need to honor their relationship with something. And so it makes sense that they are so sentimental. You see, I wasn't aware of this, but it dawned on me as I did some research and I was looking into this concept of sentimentality, which, by the way, is not something that I am. I don't know about any of you, but I personally am not a sentimental person. I don't hang on to old ideas and concepts and beliefs about how Christmas is and how it should be. I don't really hang on to old pictures and this and that. I'm more experiential in the moment. How I'm working with people, how I'm treating people, how they're treating me on a daily basis. To me, this overrides any sentimental value of anything. But when I took a deeper look into sentimentality, here's what I discovered. Because again, as I said before, we're conditioned to believe that it's good and it's so non-threatening and it's so charming and there's an allure. But what I've discovered is that some of the most violent, hostile, aggressive people are oftentimes the most sentimental as well. Because sentimentality is detached from needing to be good to people. It's two separate things. This is interesting. Listen to this. After the Second World War, the Italian dictator Benito Mussolini considered Adolf Hitler as a sentimentalist. Adolf Hitler, one of the most sentimental people that he ever came across. What was he sentimental about? We're talking about somebody who killed through genocide, wanted to dominate and control the entire world. It makes sense that he is also one of the most sentimental people as well. Because sentimental or sentimentality has a role in control. Things have to be a certain way, based on a belief system, based on how things once were or should be or could be. And this powers narcissistic people. They don't have to have a deep personal relationship with a person. All they have to be is sentimental. I would venture to say, and I would dare to say, that some of the cruelest people that have ever walked the face of this planet are probably the most sentimental. And it's from the place of being sentimental that gives them the opportunity to objectify people so that they can control them. No, you need to be a part of this because it's a part of being, it's the sentimental value. You need to participate in Christmas because of the sentimental value. You need to honor Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays because of the sentimental value. Whether you care about the person or not is irrelevant. We're recreating the sentimental value here. Oftentimes in gangster movies, mob movies, The Sopranos, The Godfather, whatever, you're going to see a portrayal of pretty cruel, vicious, malevolent people. But what's going to be baked in is a sentimentality that they all possess. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Crying when they think about mama. Oh, mama, I'll do anything for mama. And they have the picture up on the wall. Sentimental. There's a strong relationship. There's a unusual emotional attachment to the sentimental value alone. So you see, what we need to understand is that narcissistic people separate sentimentality. They separate, they objectify sentimental things so that they can assign value to that alone, which means that they don't have to value you, just the sentimentality. This can be very tricky. It can be very confusing for many of you who are dealing with narcissistic, toxic family members who operate like a gang, who operate like a cult, and you're still shocked, and it confuses you as to why you get birthday cards in the mail. I get this question a lot as a coach. They sent me this card, or they sent my child a card, and in the card it's written, oh, I remember when you were born. Sentimental. Narcissistic people are more drawn to the sentimentality of the event that took place. A child is born, that they're going to honor that more than they're going to honor the actual person. Do you see where I'm going with this? Where it can be confusing for many of you, myself included, especially those of us who are not sentimental, because I'm not that sentimental of a person. I'm more of a daily interaction person. I want to love every day, not because of some sentimental attachment, but because I value the person. I don't value sentimentality. I don't value what's sentimental. I value the here and the now and the moment with the person. And so if you're like me, we could be thrown off when suddenly it's a birthday and we see this card come in, thinking of you, thinking of this, and you're thinking, it's like, well, what? You don't think of me any other time of the year. Why are you doing this? It makes no sense. This now gets into why Christmas is an important holiday, perhaps for them, or Easter, or Father's Day, or Mother's Day, or any event. You have to understand, this is so that you are not confused. Sentimentality does not mean that you are cared for. Sentimentality is something that's been objectified by narcissistic people. It's actually separated from you. They can honor, through sentimentality, they can honor your birthday without even caring about you. They can honor a holiday, Christmas, without even caring about you. So what they're honoring when they invite you out, what they're honoring when they send you a card is not you. It's their own sentimentality. It's the objectification of their belief, of their event. That's what their relationship is with. It's important that you and I have this understanding. And also when you meet somebody and they're sentimental, what's really wild is I've seen abusive people in my life who come from abusive backgrounds. This is how interesting it is. They come from abusive backgrounds, yet they'll still have the picture of their own abusive mother or father. They'll still say, Happy Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day. Oh, this is the day my dear papa died, my dear mama died. There's a sentimentality that allows them on that date to have a relationship with that, even though they really don't like the person they were. Do you see how weird sentimentality can be? You see, I'm here talking about the dark side of sentimentality because nobody does. We look at it as being a good thing, but is it? Is being sentimental good? I'm sure perhaps in moderation, much like a cigar, perhaps sentimentality is a good thing. But should it override an actual relationship of care for the person in the moment? No, never. In the moment you are interacting with family members or a spouse or friends in your life who value sentimentality over your relationship on a daily basis, run. You might be dealing with the Hitler, a cruel, malevolent, nasty person who honors how things should be traditionally. So much so that you can be attacked for simply going against their sentimentality. As I said before, I'm here to support you. I know that this is a deep message, especially because it's talking about what's sentimental. Many of you are dealing with family, perhaps a marriage, where you're caught in this. You don't quite know what to do with it. You know that it's not healthy. You know that it's a bad relationship, but you seem to be charmed and you can't let go of this sentimentality that these narcissistic people possess. Head on down, schedule some time with me. I'd love to be able to work with you to help you to understand the sentimentality of narcissistic people on a very personal level, to help you to break free. Now, if you're new to the Royal We, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any future videos by the Royal We. I upload each and every week brand new content to help you to understand both narcissistic abuse, but more importantly, your life and how you can break free. So hit the bell notification so you don't miss any content. Before you do leave, check out one of these videos recommended by the YouTube algorithm. And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We.